An episode of Kankakee Valley Community Happenings on the WVLI Podcast Network will play right after this. The voices you trust beyond the dial.
Listen to all of today's local news in one place.
Checking your WVLI news, I'm Rob West.
The WVLI News Update brings you the day's news in 10 minutes or less. Clear, credible, and on your schedule. Follow now wherever you get your podcasts or at WVLI927.com and click on air. It's all part of the new WVLI Podcast Network. The voices you trust beyond the dial.
For 92.7 WVLI and the WVLI Podcast Network, I'm Denny Case, joined via telephone by Kayla James. And Kayla is the director of the Kankakee Valley Theatre Association's upcoming production of Diary of a Wimpy Kid musical. Of course, we know it as the KVTA. Kayla, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'll admit, I've seen the first movie. I didn't see anything beyond that, so I'm not real familiar with Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I know it's a series of books that became successful films. You're doing this and making a musical out of it. Give us some of the details. What can we expect?
Sure. So I know more of it about the books because of my kids and growing up. As they've grown up, they've read the books, all 5 of them. So Greg is our main character, and he is a boy who's going into middle school. We find out that he's a cartoon artist, so he is trying to figure out how to make himself cool. We're joined with his best friend, Rowley, and we see there's a girl, Patty, who tries to one-up him because she wants to be class president and she wants to be all the things that he also wants to be. And so by the end of the show, we've gone through a bunch of different things. I won't give them all away. And we do find out that he gets his name in the yearbook as, best whatever. And so we'll leave that as a little secret for you guys. But it's just the adventures that he goes through going into school.
I've never seen a bad KVTA production. I had a friend that got me hooked on it years ago, and I go to see as many as I possibly can. A lot of fun, definitely a lot of fun. Now, where is this one going to be held?
This one will be at Lincoln Cultural Center.
Okay, definitely a nice theater, not a bad seat in the house. And what are the dates for the show?
The show is November 21st at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. and November 22nd at 2 p.m.
So we've still got a ways to wait. Now, do you have any of your cast already figured out, or I know you got some auditions coming up?
Yep, so auditions are coming up. They're August 19th and 20th for our initial auditions. Those start at 6 o'clock, and our callbacks are August 21st, and those also start at 6 o'clock. And anybody ages 6 to 17 can come out and audition for us. Where
would the auditions take place?
At the KVTA Studios on 1 Stewart Drive in Kankakee, there by the 308 exit.
So there's a lot of people out there who are seasoned veterans as far as being in these productions, and they show up at the auditions with a lot of confidence. But how about that person who goes to these things and says, you know what, I would love to be up there someday, but maybe they're a little shy or they're a little scared to give it a try. What would you say to that person who's thinking about auditioning for the very first time?
I think that our organization does a great job of sharing the love and giving new people opportunities to join in the community, whether it's on stage or backstage or just helping out somewhere else. We love to have everybody, and it's so fun to see the kids grow. I've seen kids that start out at 6 or 7 years old, and they grow, and they eventually become our teenagers, and just love watching them all on stage and seeing them all grow.
Are there any age limits for this production?
So this production is 6 to 17. Kids can't turn 18 before the first show. For
somebody who's wanting to audition, is there anything that you think they need to know ahead of time?
So all of the audition information is available on our website, kvta.org. And honestly, just come out and have a good time. That's what we're looking for.
kvta.org. There's all the information there now. Once again, we're talking with Kayla James, the director of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the musical. How about you? Why don't you give us a little background on your experience with the KVTA?
About 10 years ago, we did White Christmas. My oldest daughter was 12 or 13 at the time, and I wanted to audition for that show, and she made it. So my husband and I were both backstage working the run crew for the set. And over the years, everybody in my family has done something with the theater, whether it's on stage or backstage. My husband and my girls all act. I've been doing costumes for quite a few years, and I'm also on the board. So I'm definitely invested in the good of the organization and seeing everybody grow.
So how about the director's chair? How many productions have you been in this role?
This is my first director position. I have been an assistant director a few times and done a lot of costuming.
So you are up against a whole new challenge, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the musical. Before we close up, is there anything else you want to add?
Just make sure that if you aren't one who wants to audition, that you go ahead and come out and see us November 21st and November 22nd. We'd love to have you. That's Kayla James from the Kankakee Valley Theatre Association, KVTA. And I'm Denny Case for 92.7 WVLI and the WVLI Podcast Network.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Kankakee Valley Community Happenings, a production of the WVLI Podcast Network, the voices you trust beyond the dial. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for future episodes. And while you're at it, please leave us a positive rating and review.